We are recording.
All right, team. Welcome to the Fearless Freedom Family Call. And I love the fact that we are the Fearless Freedom Family because we really are a family. You know, we were just talking about how our culture on our team is something I think Beachbody's coming back to, is really building that deep culture. So one of the things I'm really excited to introduce our speaker tonight, because a lot of you know Angie Bradley, and she's giving me that look. Oh my gosh, she's wearing my favorite shirt. I love this shirt on her. I'm going to embarrass her by saying that, but it really just makes you shine. But in many ways, Angie Bradley has been a hero to me because I have 6 kids, and I always thought, oh, woe is me. My life is so hard. I have 6 kids, and I homeschool and this and that. Till I met Angie Bradley, who really homeschools, and she has 9 kids, and she still shows up in this business. But not only that, she goes the extra mile and has helped other coaches who are not even connected to her in any way. Like, she will never gain rank, income, volume points, or anything. But because she cares, she has gone the extra mile to help other coaches. So recently, she gained a new fire for her business, and she's been so helpful in just helping me regain the fire in mine, and many ways. And I love Angie, and so I asked her, because she is on fire for her goals, and I asked her if she would come and share with our team what spurred her to go the extra distance, to make these new goals, and to really take her team to the next step. So, Angie, thank you so much for agreeing to lead the team call tonight. I'm so excited to have you on here. Take it away.
Sure. Anytime. She asked me last week, and I thought, sure, what else do I have to do? I'll do that. Okay. So she asked me to talk about goal setting, and the thing that kind of lit me on fire was a call that Summer had done, and it kind of resonated for some reason, because I had heard the same stuff in different places, and all of a sudden she said something like, why are you waiting around for your goals? What are you waiting for? And I realized that I don't need to wait until December to hit diamond, and I don't need to wait until July to hit ruby, or whatever the rank is. And I can figure out what the money goals I have are, but I can also figure out like who it is I want to help, and try to figure out how many people I can help and how to make that happen. So what I wrote out today while the kids were cleaning up from lunch was, I called it Setting Your Soul on Fire and Dreamlining. So Dreamlining is the title that Summer had on hers, but for me, there is something about that fire. And so what I wanted to do is to kind of go through and look at our dreams and our goals, because we all have a limited amount of time every day. No one gets anything extra. We all get just this much. So we have to look at our lives and really step back and figure out what it is that we want. So do you want to be 4-star this year? Do you want to run a marathon? Do you want to go on vacation alone with your spouse? What is it that you really, really want? What are your dreams? And then what I want you to do is think about what the next step beyond that is. What is the thing after that? The thing that is like unimaginable to you. And that is what you need to be focusing on. So if you imagine, I want to be 4-star this year, think about, okay, 4-star, I think I could do that. I can break that down and I can make that happen. What if I said I want to be 8 or 10? How can you get to that spot? So what I want you to do is imagine not the safe dream, not the little mini dream, not the thing that's going to be easy to get to, but the one that's going to be exciting and hard to get to. And that's what I started imagining when I was doing this dreamlining and this stuff that I was like, why am I waiting around for this? I don't have to wait. I can start doing this now. So if you get a little nervous about this, if you're not getting nervous about this, you haven't reached far enough. I guess that's kind of where I got to, was that I needed to be more nervous. I needed to be more excited, and I needed to really want it. I needed to get up in the morning and think, okay, what are the 3 things I have to do today so that I can hit that goal? What are the things I want to do to make that goal happen? So it should seem a little bit unreasonable because that's the thing that's going to make it seem exciting to you. So let's see. Okay, sorry, I was looking at the chat. See. So then you take your dream and you reverse engineer it, because anything can be done. You can do anything. So if I decide that I want to be 4-star, which is kind of unreasonable for me because I'm Emerald, right? That's not very, I'm still way down in the ranks. But I can reverse engineer that to make it something that's reasonable for me. So I can go, okay, that means I need to be where in 1 month, and where in 6 months, and where in 9 months. And I can make it so that, okay, I break that down to my daily goals. So what are my daily goals to get me to that? Get out of here. No, don't talk to me. Sorry. I have a 13-year-old standing right there wanting to know if he can have candy. Okay, so that's what I did. I took my goals and I reverse engineered them. So if you want to be diamond, what are you willing to sacrifice? What, to hit these hard goals, what are you willing to give up? Because you can't say, I want to be diamond, and then go watch Leverage every night, or go watch Psych or something like that on TV, or have an extra glass of wine, or whatever it is that's keeping you from your goals right now. So I guess you have to figure out what it is you're willing to sacrifice, because this is that we all only have so much time every day. And if we only have so much time, we have to be able to make that sacrifice for the things that we want. So you can't just write it down and then not act on it. You can't just, you can't look at it and be overwhelmed and then not try to reverse engineer it and figure out how to get there. We can get there. You can do it. It just takes a baby step at a time. So you have to refuse not to hit your goal. So they always call it a non-negotiable. That to me always seemed like, I don't know, like you can't make people buy stuff. And that's kind of where I got to, was I can't make people buy stuff, but I can ask more people. Hold on a second, I have to open a window. But I can ask more people, and if more people are asked, maybe I will get more people that will buy, or maybe I will get more people who want to change their life, who are ready to make a change, who are ready to do these things with me, who are ready to walk that walk. And so I can't force them to do something, but I can invite them over and over and over again. So I have to make sure that I'm not doing the stuff that doesn't affect my business. So whether that is creating a new, sorry, Michelle, a new bat, whether for me, it was, I would get on and I would make all kinds of pretty like logo things. Not going to do anything for me. Not going to make me any sales. I have to be inviting. When I listened to the call with, the blonde one with all the sparkly stuff. Who's the blonde? She had a call. 70% of your day should be spent, 70% of your power hour should be spent inviting. Yeah, Bonnie Engel. 70%. I thought, oh my gosh, it's like the last thing I do, because she's completely right, but it's the last thing I do because it's hard to do. It's out of my comfort zone. I would rather chat with people all day long and not ever invite them. But that's the thing that I have to start with. So now I set a goal for myself. This is how many invites I have to do every day. I think I will probably hit my goals if I keep steady and slow with all of that stuff. Yeah, eat that frog. Right. But it's the last thing I want to do. I would rather post in all my groups, support my challengers, talk to new people, talk to my coaches, do everything else. But I know that I have to do this. And so for me, my soul, I am on fire for this. I want to help as many people as possible, and I want to get them going, and I want to support them as best I can. And to do that, I have to invite. I have to make a change in how I do my power hour every day. So that's what I'm doing right now. Okay, changing ourselves is hard. It is not easy to do this stuff. Changing how we do stuff, changing the order of the things we do, not eating our containers, not doing our workouts, not whatever, not inviting. Those things are, sticking with the old stuff that we've been doing is easy. That's the easy stuff, but this is hard. But you can do hard things. This is hard stuff, but you can do it. And people will walk with you if they see you struggle and they see you do this. They will, in economics, kids who live in a family where there's a little bit of struggle and there's a little bit of poverty or there's a little bit of hardship learn the value of money much better than people who they have it easy. And people will walk with you if they see your struggle. They see you struggle with inviting. They see you struggle with figuring out what to say to people. They see you struggle with all that stuff. They will walk with you because they know it's not easy. And if you can do it, they can do it too. People join me because they're like, oh my gosh, if you can work out with 9 kids around you all day long, I should definitely be able to work out. And they walk with me because of that, because they think I might be able to help them figure out how to make their workouts at least happen in their lives. Okay. So then we look forward. First we looked back and we said, okay, we're not going to do any of this more stuff anymore. But every day you start new. So you don't go back and redo 7 workouts that you've missed. You don't have to do that. Every day you get up and you go, what do I have to do today to move my business forward? So if it's that you invite 2 people every day, go do it. If it's that you do your workout, you drink your shake, you do your PD, whatever it is you have to do to keep yourself in line, you do it. You don't have to feel bad that you didn't do yesterday's, and you don't have to worry about what you're going to do tomorrow. This is it. That's all you have to do. And when you get those things done, close the book, go to the next thing. That's it. But you have to set your non-negotiables and know what they are. You can't just kind of go, I think I'll do a couple invites today and a couple. You have to know. So when you wake up, you set your goals. What are you going to do? And then you do them. You don't then clean your desk or whatever you have to do to get things right just so you can do the thing you need to do to move your business forward. All right. So if you need to put your goals on your wall, like your list of things to do on your wall, like mine is 2 invites a day. I figure, yep, like that. Is that your dream board?
Kind of. It's like my 5 big, hairy, scary goals kind of
Oh,
picture.
yeah. Right. So you can have that. And then next to it, you might want to have one that says 2 invites, 5 connections, so that I put it on my Google Keep on my phone so that no matter where I am, I can check it off if I've done it wherever I am. Because a lot of times I do my power hour sitting, waiting for a kid to come out of basketball or whatever it is, wherever I happen to be, because I don't always have time sitting in front of a computer. But you can't look back. That's the point I wanted to make there. You have to keep looking forward because you can't get bogged down in the fact that I didn't do it yesterday, so now I've got to do twice as much today. Just keep going forward. So if I want to be like a 4-star diamond by December, which looks crazy to me right now, I can look at it as, okay, that means I need to be, whoo, that's not my house. That means I need to be, I need to be this, and I need to figure out where my goals are and reverse engineer that, and then figure out, okay, so if I need to invite this many coaches, how many do I have to invite every month, and then every week, and then every day? And that's what I do. So, because I refuse to be on the path where I'm not helping people and I'm stuck where I was and where I have been. Because I have to move forward. This is what I want for my family and for my life and for the people around me. And I want everybody to have this same kind of joy that I have. It's awesome. I wake up and I'm like, I have a purpose besides my children, which they're lovely, but I have something besides them, aside from them, that will hopefully go on even when they're gone. But they also see that my whole life doesn't revolve just around them. And so I refuse to have it be just about them. even though they're very important to me. So what I've been doing lately is I've been trying to set my goals with a time limit in mind. So I try to set it so that I have my 2 people invited before my husband gets home from work. So that's my, like, that way I know that I've done the one thing that I need to do to move my business forward if I don't get any time later on in the day. The problem is usually he'll text me, I'm on my way home, and I have to run to the computer and find 2 people doing it because I've waited. And that's exactly what the problem is. Like, if I said, oh, I'll be diamond someday, I would never invite. I would never do anything. But that's not what I want to have for my business. And that's not what anybody wants to have. Like, we can do this. We can move people forward and we can help them. And they will be grateful. You're not burdening them. You are giving them a gift of health and wellness and community. And that's what they need. That's what all of us need. So I watched Summer's video a couple weeks ago and I realized I got really excited about this business because I can put the pressure on myself and I don't have to have pressure from anybody else. And I think that that's really awesome that I can define what I want for my business. And I can define what's going to set me on fire, because if I don't, somebody else is going to. And I'll get to the end of my life and be like, what had just happened? That's not what I wanted. So if you look at your goals and your dreams, what gets you fired up? What sets your soul on fire and makes you want to work? What is it that makes you want to get up and start doing that? Because that's what we have here. What is it about the business? Is it the people? Is it the working out? Is it the helping them? Is it connecting with them about their marriages, about their lives? Figure that out and then move forward. Do that every day, every time you get a chance, because you're going to want to, because you know that's what's going to move you forward. So the end all be all is the most important thing is to take action. Whatever it is you want to do and wherever it is you want to go, you need to take action and do it now. Don't wait. Don't wait for later. Don't wait till your bedroom's picked up. Don't wait till the laundry's done. Don't wait till the dishes are done. Take action. Do the thing you need to do, and then you can go do the dishes. I'm sure they'll still be there. Nobody will have done them for you. They'll still be there. It's fine. So, what was the question? I saw a question come up. How do you continue to find new people every day, day after day? I start new conversations every day. It usually starts with birthdays, and I go in and I look at pictures and I comment in private messages, not on the actual post. I will go into their picture. I'll say, oh, you had an awesome family picture. Who did that? Or where did that get done? And I just try to strike up a conversation with everybody that seems, anybody. It doesn't matter. I do make a list of people to talk to that I think kind of are like people I think would be either good challengers or that would help them the most or would be good coaches. I do make a list of them and I try to connect with them on a monthly basis in case I get to a point where I don't have people to connect with. But I haven't run into that very often. Very often I can just find people in groups. I go into groups and I talk to people there and I just message them instead of just commenting on their posts. Even if we're not friends, awesome post, really funny, we should be friends. Stuff like that. Yeah, Rebecca said people do it with people that like your fitness posts. And you can just go in and say, I'm so glad you supported me. It was really hard for me to post that picture. Thank you so much. How are you doing? Like, you always want to end with a question so that it opens it up for the conversation to happen. And that way you're immediately starting a dialogue with them. And it doesn't have to be Beachbody. Oftentimes it isn't. It isn't. Sometimes I have one woman who just joined my challenge group and I'd been talking to her for over a year. Just chatting, just waiting. And she finally messaged me and said, you know what? I want to be in better shape. And I've been watching you for a year as you post all this stuff. And I'm ready. And I've never asked her to join anything. So eventually people come around. It takes a long time. That's why it's so important to invite and talk every single day. Every chance you get. Every time you sit down to work, do it. Because those people are going to, and if you start talking to them, even if they don't respond, they will start watching you right then. And if you invite them, they'll watch you even more closely. What is she inviting me to? What's this chick about? What do I have to do to get to her? What is she someone that I trust? Is she someone that I think I could open up to? So
I wanted to add one really quick thing, if that's okay, too.
of course.
When you run like a free group, or if you run like a 7-day or 5-day shorter group, another way to meet new people is to say, do you have any friends that you would like to invite? Like, I've met a lot of people when I've run like a free clean eating challenge and people have invited their friends to it. Like Angie runs these events, and you can say, please share my event. And that's why I feel like once a quarter, it's good to run like an event kind of thing, because it's a great way to, if you don't have a Facebook like page, it's a great way to have people refer and invite their friends so that you can kind of connect that way too, kind of like all in bulk. But that's kind of one way too that can kind of help you add to that list. And then you do need to do what she's saying and talk to them and build relationships.
That's really all I had. So
that's all you had. That was pretty awesome. Does anyone have any questions for Angie before? Any question? Yeah, that was awesome. I mean, when mom of 9, homeschooling mom, like says, you can do it, we know we can do it, man. That rings to the whole entire team. No, but seriously, you're very inspirational, and I really appreciate you coming on the call and sharing what's giving you this fire, man. You're inspiring me, and I know you're inspiring everyone on the team as well.
Yeah, I love it. I liked how you talked about setting your soul on fire. That call was really good with the dreamlining too. It made me, Kessa Hawkins calls it vomit goals, goals that make you want to vomit. But I don't know why I like that term, but anyway, I like how you shared that, because I think it's good. Like sometimes we play it safe with our goals, and like you were saying, then we're not on fire for them if they're just safe. You know what I mean? I like that you really shared that. Yeah, they should really scare us. And then I like how you shared you have to reverse engineer them. I used to be the queen at making a goal list and not reverse engineering them, and then I couldn't, like, you're not going to get there if you don't have a plan. So thank you for sharing that. I like that a lot.
And knowing we can reach the big goals, we can. It's. I think often when we're moms of little kids or moms of many kids, we tell ourselves, yeah, well, maybe those other people can reach those goals. But the reality is we can do, my son was talking about this one video he had watched about a guy who was doing these pull-ups, and he was doing these pull-ups where he'd pull himself up and then he'd push himself up.
I watched that video today.
Yeah, and he was talking about how, and I looked at him and I said, well, you can do that. I said, if you tell yourself you can do that and you go for it. And honestly, I've seen it in this business, and I even see it in myself and my own limitations in the areas that I don't take steps in. We limit ourselves by what we tell ourselves we can and cannot do. And this business, I have seen people become successful in this business who have overcome some crazy things. But it's just where we are in our journey and how much we choose to believe that we can do it and then go for it and actually do it. Exactly what Angie's talking about tonight. And it is hard sometimes to overcome that. But like, Angie says, our rallying cry, we can do hard things. As moms, we can do this because it's about inspiring. Just real quick, one of the things that really struck me this week is reaching out to a friend that I'd talked to in forever. And I'd always looked at her and thought, oh, whatever's going on, I don't know what's going on with her. She's just kind of different. And I learned something about her this week that I had never expected. And it opened my eyes to the fact that we never know what the person next to us is going through. But as moms, like what we're doing here in this business, as long as we remember that like Carl Deichler talked about, but like, like every single person on this team that, that is really going for it, really cares about the heart of another woman. A heart of a woman is like a jewel. It's like this precious jewel. And when something happens where, we get hurt or we're told we're not enough or whatever, then we lock up hard rock around this jewel to protect it from getting hurt, right? And then often as women, we feel like we're alone. But when we reach out to other women, often we don't know it, but they've got this whole bunch of stuff that's happened to them that's built this hard, crusty shell around them, And what we're doing here is we're helping to slowly chisel away that rock to reach in to the beautiful heart of the woman. I've seen this happen in my own life. I've seen it happen with Kelly, with Angie, with all these women that we're all getting to know on this team. And there's men too, guys. I'm so sorry if you're watching this or you're, I'm so sorry that I'm not speaking to you maybe here, that I can't speak for guys because I don't have any brothers. I only have my husband and my sons, and I'm learning. But it is about reaching out and being the friend. That's all it is. Being the friend and supporting. And sometimes we complicate that, But you had all this goal stuff that Angie's talking about. What are you going to say, Angie?
But you have to remember that by reaching out, we're working on our goals and we're helping them. We're not burdening them by offering them an option. We are giving them a choice. So they can always say no to a challenge group, and they can always say no to Shakeology, and they can always say no to any of it. But we're not burdening them by doing that. We are offering them a choice and a chance to get out of that. What's that say?
What's that say, Rebecca?
I can't read it.
I have this posted right above my laptop so I can look at it every day. Don't hold someone else's future captive in your mouth out of fear, because we never know.
Yes, because the thing is that, and Jill said it too, before she sends out her invites, she sits down and remembers what this business has done for her. When we sit down and remember, how has this business changed my life? People who knew me before I joined Beachbody, I'm not the same person. I'm radically different. And I'm still changing. And I can say the same for Kelly. Kelly and I have talked about this a lot. And we just need to remember that. Don't hold someone else's future captive. Like if I did not learn about Beachbody, heaven knows I have no clue where I'd be right now. I certainly wouldn't be in, where I'm at. And I'm grateful for that. So I wouldn't have any of you guys, and I'm so grateful for you guys. No, I am. I mean, like, you're my family. You're my family. I see you every day. We lift each other up.
Cue the mush. It's all good. No, no, it was great. I think what you said is awesome, and you're right. And that's why I think, which, it ties in perfect with this. The more you pursue these goals like Angie's talking about, the more what's like Michelle's talking about is going to happen. You don't even know who you're going to be, and then that's a good thing. Like,
or whose life you can change.
Yeah. And it's your family's life will change. Like, I love how Sarah Kroger's been sharing how her family's culture has changed. Like, it's, just great stuff. So thank you both. That was great stuff.
Well, it's just like God says, like Jesus would say, like, do everything in humility and love. I love Tim McGraw's song, always be humble and kind. If we do this business and we're humble and kind with the women and the coaches on our team, there's nothing but winning happening, on all levels. So I don't look my best at 9. You're beautiful, beautiful. All right. This is yes, exactly, April. This is our family, and I'm so grateful. I can't wait to see so many of you at the team retreat this weekend. I'm super stoked. I'm flying out Wednesday night. My girls are going to pack me up tomorrow because you all know I'm not organized, but they're organized. So get ready. All right, guys. Angie, thank you so much you just really are so inspiring. And I know I say that a lot, but I really, truly mean it. And you are such a gift. And I'm so grateful for your friendship, and I'm so grateful for the gift of you on our team, because I know you've impacted so many people. So thank you for coming on the call tonight and sharing your heart. So,
Yes,
all right. Have a good night, guys.
Good night.